Well, howdy everyone. This is Steven again. As you can tell, I've gotten my hair done. Got it shaven off. I do that about every month. I get my hair shaved. And I wanted to discuss, since Halloween's coming, and this has been on my mind for a long time, I wanted to discuss about my grandmother's home. Now, there's some stories, these are true stories, to best of my knowledge, in my opinion. Okay, the house that I'm going to tell you the address of this home, and I want you to see if you actually want to do an investigation or not. But I don't know. Maybe somebody from Illinois who has a paranormal society might want to get in this home and check it out. Now, today the home has been painted. It's white on the outside and has been remodeled and everything. But when I was living in and out of my grandmother's home, and this was on the I won't tell you my last name, but then in my opinion, this home is haunted. I have no doubt in my mind that this house is haunted, because when I was a kid, going kind of like spending time for Christmas and spending time in the home when I was young, the house was always kind of creepy, and things went on that were not the kind of thing that I want to be in and everything. I didn't like staying there as a young kid, and because the house would creak and crick and make noises and bang noises, and I'd hear voices, and these are things that I was growing up as a kid. Well, today I haven't seen the house since 2009. I was there in March of 2009. Grandmother had just passed away on December the 15th of 2008. She was 99 years of age, almost 100. I hadn't seen her for a long time, I guess. And this home was, in my opinion, my home. I liked it, but I'm glad that I'm not living there, because I believe it's haunted. Now, this true story, this absolute true story. I was in this home after Grandmother had passed on, and I didn't get to see her funeral or nothing, but I went there, and I heard voices, and I didn't stay there overnight. Boy, I'm glad I didn't stay there overnight, because I was up in Grandmother's home, and I was going through her estate. I'm the grandson, and I'm going through her estate. My dad had already been dead for the last 8 or 9 years, and my father was the only one left in the family. He was the only child that my grandmother ever had on my father's side of the family. And I was there, and this black mist, and I'm going to be honest, I don't know if it was a ghost or not. I don't even know if it was a demon or not, but there are so many stories out there, and I'm not trying to scare anybody, but when I was there, this house, I came into the home and something felt funny. It didn't feel right. The home didn't feel right. There was something up. I didn't feel 100% good about it. And so I was going through the house, and my wife at the time, we were going through the home, and my wife stated that she saw a black image or black figure go from my grandmother's room to my grandfather's room. Now, you gotta remember, I haven't seen my grandmother at that time since, I guess I was like 22, 23 years of age at that time, when the last time I see her, because I had been real young, or maybe I was a little older. But today I'm 49 years of age. I hadn't been to the house since I was 42, or 40, about 42. And it's October the 20th, I think, today. And I was thinking about Halloween and about going to see my grandmother's home. I was going to go through her stuff. And I'm going to tell you right now, it scared me. Because this black image, I went up and got up out of the thing, went into my grandmother's room, and I smelt this death, like there was like something had been dyed in the room, and it smelled like death. It scared me so bad. And this is a true story. I don't want to lie to nobody, because I don't believe in lying. I've lied in the past when I was young, but no, this is an absolutely true story. I went up into the room, and it scared me so bad, I went down the steps, and I didn't go back in the house ever again. I'm going to tell you right now, I saw things in that home after grandmother had died, and I'd seen things when grandmother was alive, when I lived there, that looked like they were a ghost. I felt like I was being watched. I felt like all this stuff was going on. And this when I was growing up, and I had grown up in her home, and I'd gone to school in Jacksonville, Illinois, and everything else. And I'm going to go ahead and give you the address. I want you to go check it out yourself. But I'm going to tell you, at that time period, when I went there in 2009, at 1016 South Main Street in Jacksonville, Illinois, I was there for a week. And I spent my time at the hotel. I spent the week and talked to the lawyer. And I told the lawyer, I said, told the lawyer about the buried treasure that I've been told by grandmother for years and years and years and years and years, about the diamond rings and the gold bracelets and the gold coins that were supposed to be buried in that home, and I'm going to be honest, I was told as a kid that it's possible, and I went looking up in the books, in the history books, it's possible, and I'm not 100% sure about this, but I think the house was built on a graveyard. Now, I'm not exactly sure if that's the case or not, but we had a sandbox at grandmother's home, and one time I dug down real deep, and I found this bone. I brought it up, and I said, Grandma, look at this. I found this. I've never seen this before. And come to find out, it was a human, piece of arm. And this was supposed to be at her house, her home. And as growing up as a kid, I'd see things, I'd hear things, and I couldn't explain them. I went to my teachers, and I said, well, look, this went on, and I saw this woman going up and down the steps at her house, and her house is 2-story. It has let's see here, 3 bedrooms, 1 and 1/2 baths in the house. It's got a formal dining room, and it's got a sunroom, and then it's got a kitchen that has this I can't think what it's called, but when I was growing up as a kid, I went in there alone a few times, and grandmother's stuff would be on the deal, and I'd go in there, and I'd hear a loud bang, and some of her dishes would fall on the ground. Grandmother would come running there and say, what did you do? I know you did something, and you were not supposed to be in this kitchen. What did you do? And all the cabinets would be opened up for some unknown reason. So I don't understand why this happened, but I'm going to tell you right now, in my opinion, and I'm saying my opinion, I'm not saying this is the case, but in my opinion, this house at 1016 South Main Street in Jacksonville, Illinois, is haunted. It's been remodeled, and I don't know if it's up for sale or not, but when I was growing up as a kid, I heard things, I saw things, and I've got no mental problems that I know of. I don't have anything that would disrupt me at the time to be able to, any kind of history of that nature. But I want to let you know that, that this actually happened to me. And my sister's got the same stories. We talk about it. We did talk about it a lot. And I saw things I had never seen before. And this mist went from grandmother's room to my grandfather's room, and it scared me so badly. I went out down the steps, and I haven't been in the house since, and I never want to come back. However, when I did take some stuff from grandmother's house, and it's in my home now, and nothing's been scary of any kind of that nature. Well, anyway, it's early in the morning, and I'm getting ready to go to bed. I was going to do something on trying to think of the stuff, prostrate and what to take for your prostrate. But today I wanted to talk to you about the true story about my grandmother's house, and I want you to go look it up and see what you think, if it's haunted, and you'll know. And I'm not trying to hurt anybody. I'm just basing this stuff in my opinion, what happened to me when I was there, and I thought about Halloween, and it's supposed to be scary anyway, but I'm not trying to scare anybody. I'm not trying to hurt anybody. I just want to let people know my experience and what happened when I was there. So anyway, you all have a good night, and try to get some sleep. It's almost 5 o'clock in the morning here. I've been having troubles getting to sleep. I don't know why. But, and I'm still sick with a cold, but pretty soon I'll be over it. So anyway, you all have a good night, and don't let the bed bugs bite, and God bless. And I want you to enjoy the new videos coming up. Probably every other day I'll have one, for at least for a while. Anyway, bye.